draft resolution contained in document S/2025/748, please raise their hand. Abstentions? (14 votes in favor, 0 votes against, 2 abstentions. The draft resolution has been adopted as Resolution 2803, 2025.
Thank you to the Council members for this historic and constructive resolution. Thank you for joining us in charting a new course in the Middle East for Israelis and Palestinians and all the people of the region alike. Today's resolution represents another significant step towards a stable Gaza that will be able to prosper and an environment that will allow Israel to live in security.
To summarize, the US document is yet another pig in a poke. In essence, the Council is giving its blessing to a US initiative on the basis of Washington's promises, giving complete control over the Gaza Strip to the Board of Peace and the ISF, the modalities of which we know nothing about so far. The main thing is that this document shouldn't become a fig leaf for unbridled experiments conducted by the US in Israel in the occupied Palestinian territory. It's important for it not to turn into a death knell for the two-state solution. Russia took note of Ramallah's position, as well as that of many other Arab and Muslim countries, which spoke in favor of the US draft so as to avoid a resumption of bloodshed in the enclave. Therefore, we decided not to introduce our own draft, the objective of which was to modify the US concept so as to bring it into line with long-standing agreed UN resolutions. But there is no cause for celebration. Today is a sorrowful day for the Security Council. Aside from what the interested parties want, there's also the notion of the integrity of the Security Council. And today, by adopting this resolution, this integrity and the prerogatives of the Security Council were undermined. In this instance, we wish we'll be proven wrong. We hope that we can count on the US demonstrating its peacekeeping potential in practice, the potential which can be assessed by to what extent the US manages to achieve sustainable peace whereby Israel and Palestine would coexist in peace and security within 1967 borders, with Jerusalem becoming the capital of both states as per Security Council resolutions and General Assembly resolutions as well, the norms of international law, and prior agreements reflecting both Israelis' interests in ensuring their own security and the rights of Palestinians to their own state. Now, the implementation of President Trump's plan falls squarely on the shoulders of its authors and supporters. First and foremost, those of the group of Arab Islamic states. The group of 8 Arab Islamic states. Regrettably, we've already had the unfortunate experience of seeing solutions to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict pushed through by the United States, bringing about the opposite result of what was intended. Don't say we didn't warn you.
China supports the Security Council in taking all necessary actions to achieve a lasting ceasefire, relieve the humanitarian disaster, and launch post-war reconstruction to rekindle the hope of peace and development for people in Gaza. But regrettably, the draft resolution that was just voted on is lacking in many respects and is deeply worrisome. First, the draft resolution is vague and unclear on many critical elements. The penholder requests the Council to authorize the establishment of a Board of Peace and International Stabilization Force, which will play a key role in the post-war governance in Gaza. It should have explained in detail their structure, composition, terms of reference, and criteria of preparation, among others. This should have been an essential basis for Council's serious discussions. However, the draft resolution contains skimpy details on these critical elements. Despite repeated requests from Council members for more information, no response has been forthcoming from the penholder. Second, the draft resolution doesn't demonstrate the fundamental principle of Palestinians governing Palestine. Gaza belongs to the Palestinian people, not to anyone else. Any post-war arrangements must respect the will of the Palestinian people and give full play to the vital role of the Palestinian National Authority. The draft resolution outlines post-war governance arrangements for Gaza, but it seems Palestine is barely visible in it, and the Palestinian sovereignty and ownership are not fully reflected. Of particular concern is that the draft resolution fails to explicitly reiterate a firm commitment to the two-state solution as an international consensus.